Why do we have this fence here? You are reading the situation. These days, texts are written with the help of images too. If I send a message to you, let's get here in this, under this shadow here. Come here, please. If I want to write a text message to you, here, check these emojis. These are the images that I have used lately. Hello, my friend, how are you? I love to see you here. To me, it means you're building the habit to study. You're building the habit to improve your abilities, your skills. And today, we're going to learn reading strategies. You are going to learn how to infer from a text the main idea. How can we see a picture and imagine the meaning of the text? Imagine the subject of that material. In English, this technique is called skimming, when we get the main idea of the text. We can do this by realizing the genre of the text. We can do this by seeing images. We can do this by analyzing the context. I'll start this class reading part of this book here to you, The Psychology of Money. Even if you don't know what the word money is, you can start getting some hints by the color of the letter, by the image of these dollars. Check the dollars. You see, there are some dollars. And if you analyze a bit more distant, you realize that this is a brain made of dollar bills. So you start to realize that the theme, the topic of this book is the psychology of money. Probably it's an analysis of how we deal with money. It's an analysis of how we think about money, right? And if you have the vocabulary, you understand much more. And then you can read timeless lessons on wealth, greed, and happiness. I'll read to you today one of the last chapters of this book here. This. Room for error. The most important part of every plan is planning on your plan not going according to the plan. What is he telling us here? He is telling us to have a plan B. We make plans. You plan to watch one class a day. Good. You plan to become fluent this year. Good. I plan to make new classes every week. Good. But there are unexpected events in our lives, right? They always come. We always have unexpected things happening in our lives. So what is our plan B? Well, you plan to watch one class a day. If tomorrow you miss a class, what is your plan B? You plan to become fluent this year. But if in December you are not fluent yet, what's your plan B? I plan to make new classes every week, but if I get sick, what is my plan B? You have to give yourself room for error. You have to plan on your plan, not going according to the plan. The wisdom in having room for error is acknowledging that uncertainty, randomness, and chance, unknowns, are an ever-present part of life. The only way to deal with them is by increasing the gap between what you think will happen and what can happen, while still leaving you capable of fighting another day. Margin of safety. You can also call it room for error or redundancy. Is the only effective way to safely navigate a world that is governed by odds, not certainties. He's telling us, please have a margin of safety. And this book is about finance. And sometimes we don't have a margin of safety in our bank accounts, right? Oh my goodness. Room for error lets you endure a range of potential outcomes, and endurance lets you stick around long enough to let the odds of benefiting from a low probability outcome fall in your favor. The biggest gains occur infrequently, either because they don't happen often or because they take time to compound. So the person with enough room for error in part of their strategy, cash, to let them endure hardship in another, stocks, has an edge over the person who gets wiped out, game over, insert more tokens when they're wrong. Bill Gates understood this well. When Microsoft was a young company, he said he came up with this incredibly conservative approach that I wanted to have enough money in the bank to pay a year's worth of payroll, even if we didn't get any payments coming in. Warren Buffett expressed a similar idea when he told Berkshire Hathaway shareholders in 2008, I have pledged to you, the rating agencies and myself, to always run Berkshire with more than ample cash. When forced to choose, I will not trade even a night's sleep for the chance of extra profits. The best way to achieve felicity is to aim low, says Charlie Munger. You have to survive to succeed. He's telling us we have to survive to succeed. What does he want to teach us with this sentence? He's teaching us, have some oxygen. Things never go as we planned. They never go 100%. So we need that extra oxygen to deal with the uncertainties. We have to deal with unexpected events. We need room for error. We need margin of safety. In English, when we make a mistake or when we want to explain better something, we say, well, these conversation strategies are ways to explain better something. These conversation strategies are ways to have margin of safety when we are communicating. During this class, you are going to read some images, some colors, some main ideas to capture the topic of that material. Now, let me grab a pile of books and we start exercising this skimming technique. We start exercising this reading strategy of checking the image, checking the main idea, and knowing what's coming next. One moment, please. All right. Let me try to organize this pile of books here. This way. This one we've already read. This one. Look at this book here. What is that? You can infer by the image, you can infer that this is an electric wheelchair. And then you start imagining old methodologies of torture, of punishment, how to face crime. This book here, 21 lessons for the 21st century. And we see an I here. What is this book about? Felipe, I don't know. Maybe we have a view of the future and we have the 21 lessons. By the title, we know that the book offers 21 lessons, right? This book here is like a classroom blackboard. And the design is as if we were writing using a chalk. Have a look. Work hard, be nice. How two inspired teachers created the most promising schools in America. What is this book about? We can have ideas by reading the title. We can have ideas by seeing the cover. This one here, the very, very rich and how they could get there. The spectacular stories of 15 men who reached absolute success. What is this book about? Is this book about health, finance, cartoon, history? This book here, I have read parts of this book here to you. The ego is the enemy. How to dominate your worst adversary. What does this book talk about? Of course, it's going to talk about the ego. Acts of kindness. The greatness that lives in small attitudes. What's the topic of this book here? Yeah, probably the book is talking about small attitudes we can have to deal with people. Plato for Dreamers. 80 pills of everyday philosophy to transform your best ideas into reality. A book about Plato, one of the classic philosophers, is probably bringing philosophy ideas. Plato was a student of Socrates, right? Plato was the teacher of Aristotle. This one here, exponential organizations. Why they're 10 times better, faster, and cheaper than yours, and what you can do about it. What is this book talking about? Is this book a business book? A relationship book? Spiritual book? I think it's a business book. This one, Companies Made to Win, Good to Great. Why do some companies shine? I will share a class about this book with you right now. 3, 2, 1.
É preciso disciplina para dizer no, thank you às grandes oportunidades. O simples fato de determinada oportunidade só aparecer uma vez na vida é irrelevante se ela não se encaixar dentro dos 3 círculos: paixão, motor econômico, ser o melhor no que você faz. E aí o Jim Collins fala aqui que nós devemos começar a elaborar uma lista de coisas para deixar de fazer. Você tem uma lista de coisas para fazer? Eu acredito que sim. Você também tem uma lista de coisas para deixar de fazer? Essa eu acredito que você não tenha. A maioria de nós leva uma vida ocupada e indisciplinada. Temos listas de coisas para fazer cada vez maiores e tentamos arrumar tempo para fazer e fazer sempre mais. Isso raramente dá certo. As pessoas que construíram as empresas feitas para vencer, no entanto, usaram tanto as listas de coisas para fazer quanto as listas de coisas para deixar de fazer. Eles demonstraram uma admirável disciplina para pôr de lado todo tipo de bobagem sem nenhuma importância. E agora eu quero te pedir, claro, eu sempre te peço um favor. Comenta aqui 3 coisas que você precisa deixar de fazer. Quero ler.
Yes, we have a special series about this book here at voceaprendeagora.com. If you want to have the full program, please scan this QR code and visit our platform. This book here, I read recently. The things you see only when you slow down. What is this book about? Probably it's about self-development. It's about self-analysis. The things you see when you slow down. This book is fantastic. TED Talks, the official guide of TED to speak in public. What is this book talking about? Of course, it's talking about public speaking, yeah. Oh, this book was written by a friend of mine, Munira. The Choice to Cross the Desert. Munira is a psychologist. What is this book about? Probably. Exactly. Optimism, attitude, logistics aspects of the War of Paraguay. What is this book about? Probably about strategies of war, about logistics, about transportation, about geography, about conflict, happiness. What is this book about? Wow, this book is from my mom from 82. Can you believe it? It's so nice. Call to action. Secret formulas to improve online results. What is this book about? This book is about online strategies. The weapons of persuasion, how to influence and not let others influence you. This book is amazing. I just love this book. I'm going to share part of it with you. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. Are you okay? Alegría tenerte por aquí. Clase pasada vimos la reciprocidad, la primera arma de la persuasión. Hoy hablamos de compromiso. Robert Cialdini empieza el capítulo con una frase de Leonardo da Vinci que comenta: es más fácil resistir cuando empezamos. El autor comenta esta frase para explicar que convencer la persona a dar un paso es más fácil que convencer la persona a correr una maratón.
Yes. Okay. Life is what you do with it. Advice for creative people. We already know what this book is about. Advice for creative people. Probably about optimism, probably about creation strategies. We are just analyzing the covers of these books. This one, Dan Brown, Origin. What is this book about? This is a nice novel. Very nice novel. I love Dan Brown. This guy writes amazing stories. Let me see if I find something highlighted here for us. We must enjoy every opportunity and show kindness and love fully. When life is dark, let your heart show the way. You see? That's nice. Let me drink some water. Would you like some water? Let me serve you some water, my friend. You can have your water after class, okay? Here it is. Now, let's move our body. Move your arms. Move your hip. Move your neck. Let's release the joints of our body. Move your wrist, please. Open and close your hands. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Move your body. Now we're going to do this movement here. Just this movement here. Let's go. Let's go together. Come on. Trust me, when we are exercising, when we are stretching, when we are breathing, we are activating the cells of our body and different parts of our brain. You're going to memorize the vocabulary better. You're going to learn faster. This has been proven. Here we go. 1. Let's go together. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Continue. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Move your neck up and down. Up and down. And down. To the left and to the right. Left and right. Okay? Now let's stretch up. Stretch up. Cross your fingers. Look up and stretch. Stretch, 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 stretch. Count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Continue the countdown, please. You count for us. 5, 4. Okay. All right. Let me drink some water. This is your water, okay? Drink it, please, after class. Cheers. Let's breathe, my friend. As always, we breathe in, we hold, and we breathe out. We're going to breathe in 3 times. We're going to do this. We hold and we breathe out. Here we go. Breathe in. Once more, please. All right, we're starting our class. Please, airplane mode. Now I am 100% with you. Zero interruptions. If you can, please isolate distractions. Close the door, close the window, isolate noise. So then you can study better. You can focus on your improvement. All right? Before we start, I always ask you, are you prepared? Oh, yes, you are. I know you are. And remember, you were not. Exactly. You were not alone. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Reading strategies. How can we anticipate the topic of a text? By reading images, by reading colors. How can we apply this skimming technique to grab, to get the main topic of a text? Watch these 3 fast classes to build vocabulary, and then we keep studying. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. How are you? Questions about shopping. Você aprende agora em 1 minuto. Lulu, how often do you buy ice cream? How often do you go shopping? Pay attention to this difference. How often do you go shopping? How often do you go to the mall? Do you go to the bakery every week? Do you go to the supermarket every month? And you, Mallory, do you like to go shopping? Yes or no? Do you go shopping every week? Comment here. This is Lulu. I'm Felipe Dib. Thank you very much. See you next class. Tourism and places to visit. Você aprende agora em 1 minuto. When we talk about tourism, we normally talk about these places we can visit in a city. In Campo Grande, you can visit a big park called Parque das Nações Indígenas. You can see a lake there. In New York, you can see the Statue of Liberty. In Paris, you can see the Eiffel Tower. In London, you can see the Big Ben. In Rio, you can see Cristo Redentor. What can you do in your city? What places can we visit in your city? Comment here the top 3 places of your city. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class. Present continuous. You, I, and we. Você aprende agora em 1 minuto. I am talking. You are listening. We are speaking English. Present continuous is this situation when something is happening at a certain time. You are planning a trip to United States. I am waiting for this opportunity. I am enjoying your progress. Now please invent one sentence using present continuous and comment here. Lulu, I'm Felipe Dib. Thank you very much. See you next class. Yes. Now, if I ask you a question and you need time to think, you just tell me, well, let's see, or let me think. These are conversation strategies when you need time to think. Later, you will need the weather vocabulary when we go to the farm. Now, watch this video. 3, 2, 1. Yes, now tell me, from what you've watched, I know we had only a few words in this video, but you could read, you could understand the context. Tell me, what were these guys doing? What was the call to action in this video? Where were they? Were they at home? Were the images recorded in the same places? Comment your answers here. The more you participate, the more opportunities you have. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Let's read fast. Let's understand things with a click. In this class, you are learning this reading strategy, how to anticipate the meaning, the goal of a text, how to anticipate the topic of a text by reading visual language. Reading strategies. How to anticipate the topic of a text. 3 things you will analyze. 3 things. You analyze images. You analyze context. And you analyze words. These 3 things will give you an idea of what that text is talking about. Images, context, words. Let me share with you a video. Hello, my friend. Hoje nós estamos aqui na Union Kitchen, uma iniciativa aqui de Washington, D.C., para valorizar as marcas locais. E eles têm convenience store embaixo e aqui é parte da fábrica. Paulo, say hello to Brazil.
Hey, Brazil.
This is the man. All right. By this cap, you can start imagining the place I was. Where was I when I recorded this video? Why was I wearing these clothes? Let's keep walking around this place.
Hello, my friend. Dá uma olhada nas máquinas de waffle. Packaging. Boxing. Very nice. Don't lock me here!
All right. By the images, was this place a kitchen, a store, or a school? Now let's watch another video.
Hello, my friend. Aqui é a câmera fria dos caras.
Like those are solar converters? Oh, really?
All right, let's analyze this packaging here. By the image, let's suppose you don't understand peanut butter. Let's suppose you don't understand the word chocolate. By the image, you understand that this is a cookie or something like that. Because you were seeing the image. You are seeing the colors. Let's keep watching.
Manteiga de amendoim com chocolate. Organic flour, dark coconut sugar.
Let's suppose you don't understand what I'm talking about. By these things on the packaging, what is this product about?
Chips. Que vai nos cookies. Esqueceram uma cenoura ali também.
Get one of those.
Leite. Deixa eu ver como é que chama. Flavor. Esqueci o nome. Como é que chama esse aqui que dá o sabor? Aromatizante. Não, outro nome.
How do we call that? I don't remember. You see, by the images, by the context, we understand things much better. Remember to analyze the images, the context, and the words. You need to improve your vocabulary, right? One of the ways to improve our vocabulary and have fun at the same time is by singing, by dancing. Enjoy this song. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to another class. And now we end the most popular songs from the 70s with a reggae to relax. Bob Marley, Is This Love? I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with the roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room. Job provide the bread. Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love, this love that I'm feeling? I wanna know now. I got to know now. I'm willing and able, so I throw my cards on your table. I wanna love you, I wanna love and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with a roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room. Jah provide the bread. Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? I wanna know now. I got to know now. I'm willing and able, so I throw my cards on your table. Now please, it's your turn. Sing along. Copy the lyrics. Comment here. What was Bob thinking when he wrote this song? Comment here. Share this class with your friends. Thank you very much. I'm happy to see you here.
Yes. What's this song about? I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. Is it a love declaration? Is it a business agreement? What is this song about? 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. How can we anticipate the meaning of a text? By reading the title, by reading images. The images direct our understanding. And we can also read moments, situations. If I ask you right now to read this place here, where are we? Come here, please. What time is it? Probably. Check the sun. What time is it? Why do we have this fence here? You are reading the situation. These days, texts are written with the help of images too. If I send a message to you, let's get here in this, under this shadow here. Come here, please. If I want to write a text message to you, here, check these emojis. These are the images that I have used lately. What do they mean? When I type this, what am I indicating when I show this sunrise or sunset? What do I communicate when I send this image? What do I communicate when I send this image here? When we read something, when we look at something and we pay attention to that, we start reading that text. We start reading that situation. If I ask you, based on what you were seeing here, what is the season? Is it summer? Is it spring? Is it fall? Is it winter? Is it hot right now? Is it cold? Is it windy? Is it raining? You will anticipate the meaning of texts when you pay attention to images, context, words. Do you understand me? Comment here. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. Yes, we're finishing one more class. I'm very happy. Of course I am. I'm happy and grateful because I'm watching you grow. In progress, I always tell you, progress means happiness. Exactly. You are growing. Please, a round of applause to you. Congratulations. It's so good to see you here. One step ahead. Do not minimize this step. Felipe, just one class. And to be honest, in this class I was not very concentrated. No problem. No problem. You were here. If you need to repeat the class, you repeat the class. Felipe, but I can't repeat the class on TV. But you can repeat the class in our platform. You can repeat the class using your cell phone. I'm happy with your progress. One step ahead. And you were growing, and you were learning new things. You were having new ideas. You were bringing new solutions. Today, we learned how to anticipate the topic, the subject of a text. This class was about reading strategies. And we saw different images. And we read different images, different titles. And I'll finish this class explaining something to you about our brain. Come here, please. I'll grab a piece of paper. To show you this. Look what I write to myself. This is what I write to myself. Breathe, think, smile, walk. The things I recommend to you, I apply to myself, okay? Let me have this marker here. and this marker here. Number 1. Number 1. Be careful with fast reading. Felipe, we spent the whole class learning how to read fast, and now you tell me to be careful with it. Yes, I'm telling you to be careful with it because the companies around the world, the businesses, they are experts in convincing you fast. And sometimes you can make bad decisions when you're hungry. You were hungry and you buy junk food. Why? Well, because the colors, the images, the context invited you in a very effective way and you couldn't resist. So, let's see here two things. Here I'm trying to draw our brain, okay? I'm trying to draw our brain, this organ that we have inside our heads. Our brain, our brain has two hemispheres, the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. The left hemisphere is the responsible for reason, for rational decisions. This side of the brain is the side that thinks. This side of the brain is the side that analyzes. This left side is the side that goes deeper. But the right side is the balance. The right side is the one that reads fast. The right side is the one that sees the colors. The right side is the visual side of the brain. The right side is the responsible for emotions. The right side is the responsible for these instincts. Fear is very associated with this side of the brain. Here we have the callus, corpo caloso, that connects the information between the two sides. In women, this is a bit bigger. The women connect information better than men. Why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this because there is a psychology behind colors. Restaurants, food industry normally uses red colors, warm colors. Education often uses blue. Hospitals, health uses blue. Things related to nature, what color do they use when they want to refer to natural things? Exactly. Please comment your answers here. The more you participate, the more opportunities you have. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.